Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura and today we are doing another pick a card reading, and this time I felt that your spirit guides have some tea to spill, some gossip for you. And guys, keep in mind I only do readings for the highest good. Whatever this is that they want to tell you about someone, it is something that is for your highest good to know or for the highest good of the situation to know. I don't know who this reading's about, and you are not going to ask about a certain person. Whoever's coming through is coming through, and you're gonna have to use your intuition to discern who this reading is about in your life. So before we begin, I just want to remind you guys, if you want to support the channel, you can either watch the ads, that's the easiest way, like these videos to boost the algorithm, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I also accept donations, and that is always linked in the description box. Or if you want a private personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is also in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so once you are ready, you can take a look at all three of these tea-related objects and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. If this is your first time in a pick a card, pick a group reading, all you're gonna do is look at the honey, the teapot, or the teacup, and whichever one of these symbols you feel most drawn in towards intuitively, that will be your reading, that will be your group. And don't use logic making this decision. Say that you're drawn to group number one, but you don't like honey. Like, don't think too much about it. Whichever one you are intuitively feeling drawn to is your group. So we have group number one with the jar of honey, group number two with the tea kettle, and group number three with the tea cup. Once you've selected your group, you can either watch through or skip ahead using the timestamps. Let's begin. Okay, group number one. So we are going to begin by seeing who this person is. I'm going to need you to listen to your intuition. If anyone in particular in your life comes to mind, that is who we're talking about. So let's dive into the cards and see who this is. They are being represented by the peacock. Okay, so very boastful. I'm getting strong masculine energy from peacock spirits, okay, especially in this one. You see how the peacocks that are really colorful and showy, they're masculine energies. This is also telling me, you know, this is someone who likes attention, they like showing off, or maybe they're in a position in life, a job in life, where it is kind of their job to influence others, to show off, to be really into aesthetics or fashion. This is someone who cares about their appearance, they care about how they're being perceived, and they're just, you know, wanting to kind of subtly have eyes on them, and that doesn't have to be a bad thing. They also have release with the crown chakra. Okay, so this might be someone from your past, maybe, I don't know. The major arcana card here is the chariots. Okay, so where they're at in life is they might be making a transition. They might be moving forward in life, trying to focus on things like self-improvement or get something done, trying to get out of a stagnant place in their life. Maybe they're trying to move town or finish up a program or a career that they're just absolutely done with. They are looking to make some type of growth, make some type of transition in their life. We also have the animal. Piercing blue eye. I don't know why. For some people that might be a sign. Okay, so the first thing that came into my mind with this animal card is that this person might be really into the physical nature of life. So food, sleep, sex, all of that might be important to them. They're very in tune with their animalistic ways, and not in a bad way. That's not a bad thing, guys. You know, the wisdom of this archetype is reminding us that we are born to drink from waterfalls and eat berries and fruits off the vine and procreate and find safe spaces to sleep. So they're just really in touch with their more physical, natural side. Also, for some people, and this won't apply to every single person, this person might have really long hair, a beard, a lot of chest hair, lots of body hair. That just came through as a visual. So we're getting a lot of different physical traits that may or may not apply to your person. Also, the color blue is coming through multiple times here. Maybe that's like their favorite color, or they wear it a lot. I don't know. Blue eyes, blue tattoos. And then, so I did something new for this reading, and I took all of the court cards out of a tarot deck, and I shuffled from that to see what court card they have, and they are being represented by the Knight of Cups in reversed. Yeah, so for a lot of you guys, this is in fact talking about an ex, okay? So, and I wrote a little note for what I wanted each court card to represent. And for the Knights, you know, this represents either a teenager or a young adult who's still starting out in life. Maybe they're not really super well established in their career just yet. Or this could be that you guys haven't ever gotten to a place where you are really established in each other's lives really deeply. Like, this is not someone who I would say that you were like married to or had this super long-term family with. Like, this is talking about someone who kind of had potential for something emotionally open and secure with you. And with this card in reversed, I just don't think that they were mature enough to handle it. And I'm not getting that they're a bad person. It just seems like they did not have the emotional tools, you know, in their rotation in order to take this to the next level. Also, this Peacock card and this Chariot card, they are really seeming to be focused on themselves right now, on their own goal, on something going on in their life. So maybe they kind of fumbled when it came to your relationship. I'm just going to be honest, for many of you, I feel like this was a romantic connection. It could also be a friendship though, and they kind of betrayed you in an emotional way. I just feel like it's because, you know, they didn't have the emotional tools to manage a long-term healthy connection, whether that was romantic or friendship. You know, they didn't maybe have an example that was good for like what a good healthy best friendship is or relationship is. So that is who we are talking about. Let's see more into this and why Spirit wants to talk about them today. Let's see what your current connection is to them with the tarot. What is your current connection to them? Why are they even relevant in your life? I'm also seeing a lot of blue hair, so I almost wonder if one of you guys watching has blue hair or if this person has blue hair. I know that's so specific and that definitely won't resonate for everyone, but it keeps coming out. Okay. Or like a blue hat, maybe? I don't know. Blue and yellow are sticking out really strongly as colors. So what is your connection to this person? We'll just get a few tarot cards and then we'll move on. So we have 5. We have the 9 of Swords reversed. There's a lot of emotions with this person, a lot of sadness, a lot of anxiety, worrying. Where did I go wrong? We have the 8 of Cups reversed. Yeah, I'm really feeling this is someone from your past. And I don't like doing past readings, guys. This is coming from your spirit guides. So this is either an ex that you might have recently separated from or a friend who you might have recently separated from. You just felt guided to kind of go your own ways, maybe. I feel like the reason why is because like emotional needs weren't quite there, weren't quite being met. It just didn't seem like they were equipped emotionally for this, and maybe you were giving too much of yourself to this and it was really destroying your mental health. We have the 6 of Pentacles, equal give and take. So there was good things here. It's not all toxic. I wouldn't even say that it was toxic, but again, that emotional element, there was something there that was missing. 10 of Cups. Yeah, this is someone you thought you were going to be with for the rest of your life, even if it's just a friend. Like, you thought this was going to be a friendship for life. You know, if you have kids or wanted them, you would grow up and like raise them together. Like, that is your best friend. That is your for-lifer, your ride or die. Or if this was a relationship, like, I really saw a future with them, a long-term future, but it kind of crumbled. And we have Temperance in reverse. There's a lot of emotions still wrapped up in this situation, I'm feeling, with the 9 of Swords reversed, with Temperance reversed. This might have been a recent separation. If it wasn't recent, there is still, for some reason, a lot of emotions tied up from it, whether that is from you or from them. So let's see what the actual tea is. I'm going to put these cards away and we're going to shuffle again. Spirit, what is the tea with this person? And if you don't know who I'm talking about by now, then maybe this isn't your reading. Also, I want to keep in mind, for some of you, this could be you, okay? This could fully be you. Or if you see yourself and someone else in these cards, maybe you guys are mirroring each other. So take whatever resonates, leave anything that doesn't. What is the tea here, Spirit? Why did you gather us here today? I really don't know. I just felt guided to do this reading. What is the tea? What is it about this person that you want group number 1 to know right now? Okay, again, we're going to be pulling a few cards randomly and just kind of intuitively feeling it out. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Fool, new beginning. There's a new chapter. There might have been a change recently. We have the Ace of Cups. There's still love there. There's no ill feelings here. If you thought that they didn't like you, you're wrong. We have the Six of Cups reversed. They have been thinking about this connection. I hate doing readings like this. I really do. Because I don't think it's healthy to hold out hope for, you know, exes or any situation that ended for whatever reason. I don't think it's healthy to hold out hope and, you know, do a ton of readings on it and have that limerence build. Look up the word limerence. But I mean, Six of Cups reversed, this is saying that this person is reflecting back on old times, and you know, maybe there's some emotional healing going on with them. This seems like a situation where they might not have realized what they had until it was gone, and now that it's gone, they're starting to realize where they might have messed up, where things might have went wrong in this connection. And that's why the release card came out as well. It's like they're trying to release, they're trying to let go, but they cannot. So next we have the Ten of Swords reversed. Yeah, another card of ending, but this one in reverse is saying like it's over, the worst is over. So now it's time to move on, but why can't I move on? We have the Seven of Cups reversed, confusion, daydreaming, being in their head. They're thinking heavy on you. They really are. We have the Seven of Swords reversed. This is a card of lying, cheating, stealing, and this might have been part of the reason why you separated in the first place. Maybe they weren't completely honest about something. Maybe you didn't feel like you could trust them, or vice versa. You know, maybe you're the one that lied, cheated, stealed. I don't know. But it's an element there, and it's like, you know, why did it have to happen this way? And are they still thinking about me? And what, I almost feel like they're wondering what your next move is going to be. And we have the Four of Cups. This is a card of just feeling like they missed out. You know, when is my soulmate gonna show up? That's kind of the saying that goes along with this card. When are things gonna work out for me? But you know, I feel like they had their chance and they fumbled. Like, the universe handed them you know, someone amazing, someone awesome, someone fantastic. They handed them an opportunity for great love and longevity. And what did they do with it? They did the Seven of Swords reversed. They, you know, weren't as honest as they could be. They did not take as good actions as they should have. Seven of Cups in reversed, you know, they had so many options to choose from on how to move forward with you. And I feel like they chose wrong. You know, the thing here is, underneath these cups, there are so many different things. There is a river of abundance. There is a snake under one of them. There is a ladder, which represents growth. So there's so many options, some good, some bad. And with this in reverse, I feel like they chose wrong. They did the wrong action. They did the wrong thing. And I almost wonder if they are now realizing that and beating themselves up over it. But Ace of Cups, there's still so much love and positivity there. So maybe that is why, I don't know, I'm just getting a frustration. I don't know. On one hand, they feel remorseful, but on the other hand, I still feel like if given a second chance, they might not choose right again, because there is kind of this attitude that I get from them of like, woe is me. When is things gonna work out for me? You know, when will things go my way? When will people see my worth? And it's like, you know, maybe you should be doing some inner healing work there. I don't know. But we are going to put these cards away again. And we are going to ask Spirit why they want you to know this. Why did they bring you this tea? Why did they bring you this tea? Okay. We have the Three of Swords reversed. They brought you this tea so you can heal in some way and move on. This, for some reason, you need to know that this person, it's not like you guys separated and you broke up and they were just fine. They were just dandy, you know, immediately moved on. Like, no, they still thought about you. This was meaningful to them. So you need to hear that. You need to know that. And they, in their healing journey, they are kind of trying to figure out where they went wrong and learn from that at this time. But on the other hand, you know, it's not, I'm not going to say it's worth going back to, because I just get the sense that while they are kind of improving a little bit, it's not at the rate that you deserve. It's not something that you want to revisit. So I just think you need to know that this person still does hold love for you and the situation. They look back on past memories with fondness, but I don't know, they're bringing you this tea for healing purposes, okay? To pull them swords out of your heart. It's just that this person is not as emotionally mature as you. They just, I feel like they struggle to take accountability. I feel like they struggle to, like, I don't know, it's like when situations where they should be taking accountability 100%, they might take like 45%. Does that make sense? Like, sure, they're growing, they're learning, but it's not enough for you to go back to them. Why else did you want group member 1 to hear this tea? Someone ate over them. Why did you want them to know this? Why did you want them to know this? Why did you want them to know this? Okay. So many cards. Jeez. All right. We have the Ace of Wands in reversed. Okay. Some of you guys might be trying to, I don't know, if you're missing this person as well, I would resist kind of falling into a situation where you hang out with them, you catch up, and then things get hot and heavy. That's what I'm seeing in the Ace of Wands reverse. If this is a romantic situation, obviously. If this is a friendship situation, I would be really careful about the urge to just jump back into a friendship with this person, expecting everything to be fine. You know, acknowledge why this friendship or this relationship ended. And if you do want to rekindle something, you're going to really have to ask yourself, what steps do I need to take so that this is a healthy situation? And are they willing to take those steps? So for example, if you want to get back together with this person, you might be saying to yourself, okay, I want to get back together, but I need to see that they have made some improvements in their life. And if we do get back together, we need to start relationship therapy immediately and talk about our breakup, talk about everything that happened immediately upon getting back. And if you end up talking to this person, reaching out, and you see that there was no growth, they aren't going to do that with you, then you need to let go, because it's just not going to go in a healthy direction at all. Like, if no changes are made, then it won't go in a healthy direction. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I do see the urge for some of you guys to kind of work together with this person, be on good terms. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. Don't go running back to them. Okay, some of you guys, and you know what, if this is just a friend, I need you to close your ears for a second, but like, some of you guys need to figure out a way to get off, okay, that isn't this person, because don't let your loins think for you here, okay? Don't let your hormones drag you back into an unhealthy situation. Give the situation space. Do not go head first, diving back into this. You know, if they weren't emotionally ready when you were together, what changed so that they are ready now? You need to see the proof. And if you had just left this person, gotten into a friendship or romantic breakup with them, and only a little bit of time, like only a few days, a few weeks have passed, that is not enough time to be out here making the changes that they need to make in order to have something healthy here. So that is why your spirit guides are bringing this up. And honestly, I feel like they wanted to spill the tea for you because you are very psychic, okay? You can pick up that they may still have longing for you, feelings for you. You can feel it on the energetic realm. So spirit's just confirming, yes, that is the case. Yes, they are struggling with sadness, with kind of like depression, not depression, but like they're feeling sad about the separation. And they still have a lot of love for you, but that is not a reason for you to jump back with them, okay? And that's why your spirit guides wanted to bring you this tea today. Like, yes, your intuition was correct, but that is not a good reason to be hopping back into things. So they wanted you to know that. So we're now going to ask what Spirit's advice for you is with this situation. And you have, okay, so this is a random message, a mother's love coming through. So as we open up the floor for spirits to enter and give messages, you know, whether it's related to the situation or not, sometimes spirits will come through just to give you a little message. And this says a mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. So if you have a mother that has passed away, she is coming through in this reading and just being like, I'm still here. Okay. I also want to ask, like, what would your mother say if she heard or saw how this person was and treating you? Like, imagine in your head your mother, and if you don't have a good relationship with your mother, you don't really have a mother figure in your head, I want you to envision and imagine like the most amazing mother figure for you, okay? And then imagine what would they say to you if they saw this situation unfolding, okay? Take some time to think about it, and honestly, comment it down below. What would they say? You know your situation. I don't know your situation. You know who this is talking about. What would your mother or mother figure say? What advice would they give you, essentially? If you have a close relationship with your mother and she's still alive, you're still in contact, I would even ask her about this situation, because her advice might be really helpful for you, and Spirit's just kind of confirming that, okay? She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. So there you go. Whatever advice your mom is giving you, you gotta listen to it. Or your mother figure, whoever that is, if it's like a grandma, an aunt or something, or if they're passed away, you know, you can think in your mind, what would they say, or just ask out loud. You know, you can practice mediumship, I don't care. Ask out loud, like, mom, mother figure, what is your advice in this situation? And just intuitively feel the energy after you ask. Feel what the answer is. We have clairaudience coming through for you. Lots of psychic messages. Archangel Zadkiel, notice the loving guidance you hear inside of your mind or from other people. Okay, this is really important. You have strong clairaudience, and Spirit's saying if you ever need advice, which you do right now, okay, you need advice on this situation, listen to the advice and guidance that feels so correct that other people are giving you. This is a second message saying that someone in your life is giving you really good advice about this relationship, about this person, about this situation, and it is your sign to listen to that advice. Also, sometimes just having that loving advice come through in your mind is the advice you need to take. So that would be the example if, say, you had a mother figure on the other side and you asked out loud to her, what advice do you have for me here? What should I do? Just sit there for a second and intuitively feel the energies in your body, and whatever, you're gonna have like loving advice come through in your head, and you're gonna have to trust that advice, okay? Trust that that is your answer. That's how clairaudience works. Sure, you can sit here and say, oh, it's just my imagination, whatever. But if you actually take that into account and take it seriously, that's how clairaudience works. And then we have mistakes coming out. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of my inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. There is definitely some mistakes that were made in this connection on both parts. You know, you can sit here and point the finger and say that this person was toxic, but even if you're putting up with someone toxic, you have some traits that need to be worked on yourself. You are making some mistakes in that connection yourself. So just remember to take a look in the mirror when it comes to this connection, this former connection, and see where you went wrong as well. Forgive yourself for those mistakes and learn from them so that you never have to encounter another connection like this, because this just feels like a disappointing outcome. You know, there was a lot of love here, and Three of Swords reversed, like this truly broke your heart that it didn't work out or that you had to separate. And, you know, there was a lot of chemistry between you, either as friends or lovers. You know, you had that magnetic bond, whether it was just laughing together, not being able to stop touching each other, whatever. Like, it had a lot of great potential, but it didn't seem to work out that great for you. So I know that message was pretty unclear, but it's basically saying your spirit guides are confirming we've already given you advice. We're giving you advice through the people around you and through your spirit guides, through your ancestors, kind of giving you advice through clairaudience. So any loving advice you hear inside your mind or from other people at this time, it's all telling you something. And also, if you keep seeing advice like on the internet, in random places, they are also through songs, that's all clairaudience as well. You know, spirit is delivering you this loving advice towards the situation through your environment. So start to pay attention to that, okay? So thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how this resonated down below. I'd love to hear who this is for you and what the advice is that you're receiving on this. That spirit pointed out that they already have been telling you advice here. What is your next step with this person that you intuitively feel drawn to? And subscribe. Leave a donation if you want, and I will see you for the next one. Bye bye. Number 2, welcome. We are going to see what tea spirit has to spill about someone in your life. Now, we're going to start by figuring out who this person is. So I have 5 oracle cards to help with that. You're going to need to listen to your intuition here when it comes to who this person is. Whoever pops into your mind, that's who we're talking about. For some of you guys, this can even be talking about yourself. And if this part of the reading does not resonate at all, maybe you should go back and pick a different group, or there just might not be any messages for you in today's video. So this person is being represented by the whale. Okay, so this could be water energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. Very maternal, very giving, very mature generally. They also have mysticism with the 3rd eye chakra. I'm getting feminine vibes from this, I'll be honest with you. If you have like a friend or partner who is either a woman or feminine and they're into healing, the occult, herbalism, anything like that, anything esoteric, anything like paganism I'm seeing, this is who we're talking about. I'm getting strong feminine energy though, really strong. So this could be a friend, this could be a girlfriend, a wife or something, I don't know. Your major arcana card is the Devil in reversed. So this is actually a pretty good card in reversed. And so I did something a little bit different. I took a tarot deck that I have and I pulled all the court cards out. So I shuffled just the court cards to see who this is. And you have the Queen of Coins in reverse. There's that feminine energy again. Okay, so this could be earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So diving, oh, and you have the sword, sorry. And you have the sword. This sword card is very powerful. Swords can be used for great healing and for great endings. Sword energy is used whenever we are separated from someone or something. It kind of acts as the separation between life and death, between two people. Okay, so think about this. Your first encounter with the sword was when you had your umbilical cord cut away from your mother, and that represents a strong new beginning and an ending of you and your mother kind of being one entity, and the beginning of your life as an individual. So like we said, there's a dark side of the sword and there's also a really positive side of the sword. Even like the energy of cord cutting rituals, which honestly I rarely recommend. I rarely recommend doing a cord cutting ritual unless someone is truly toxic towards you. And even then, sometimes people might appear toxic to you and then later on you could regret it if you do a cord cutting ritual. That happened to me one time. So I don't know why I'm talking about this. I feel like if I were you, I would be really cautious about who you do cord cutting rituals with, okay? And maybe for some of you, you did a cord cutting ritual with this person. And I don't know. Everything is attached by energy strands, between you and every person in your life. And if there's an issue in that energy strand, you can clear it. You can protect your energy, but you don't necessarily have to cut that cord. So I don't know why I felt guided to say that. Also, with the sword card coming out here, this is air energy. They're giving lots of energy, anything but fire, essentially. Doesn't even mean that they can't be a fire sign, but air energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe they have a very varied chart, okay? But this could also be like the sword of truth, talking a lot. This might have been someone you had really deep conversations with, really intellectual conversations with. For some reason, Spirit is bringing up an example of who this person is in my own life. That happens in reading sometimes. Spirit will use my memories and my mind kind of as messages for the reading that I'm doing. And this person to me was a friend that could have been something more in my life, but it just didn't really work out that way. We met from a dating app, but then we just kind of remained friends, and we didn't have any falling out or anything. It's just we stopped talking to each other, or we just kind of, communication became more and more decreased, okay? So that might be a situation for you, but again, we're getting someone who is really into the spiritual stuff in life, the emotional, psychological nature in life, most likely a friend, but doesn't have to be. With the Devil card in reversed, this person, this is interesting. So again, maybe there was that more sensual component to this connection that hasn't gotten explored, or kind of just didn't work out or faded out. And for others of you, this could be someone who was in a really dark place in life growing up, or even while you knew them, and they broke out of it. They've done so much inner healing work to break out of those toxic ways of living, and that's a really good sign. The only kind of, I guess you could say, bad card here is the Queen of Coins being in reversed. But this does show, again, a mature person in your life. This means they're either unusually mature for their age. They are literally older than you, okay, by a number of years. So I would say like, I don't know, like 5 years or more. They're just older than you. Or they're like unusually mature for their age, or this is someone who you've known for a really, really long time. Any one of those three might apply for you, or all of those three. But that is what we are working with this card being in reversed. Sometimes I feel like they struggle to get grounded, okay? That's first thing that popped in my head with this card. They struggle to get grounded sometimes. They might get lost in the sauce, okay? Really into spirituality, really into the esoteric, the emotional nature of life, and that might sometimes get them a little bit ungrounded, you know? I met people like that all the time, especially working the field that I'm in and being the person that I am. The types of people I attract are also either highly emotional, into psychology, into spirituality. And the thing is, all of that energy of those interests are up here in like the crown chakra, the third eye chakra. And if you're not careful, you can kind of become ungrounded a lot. Like I've met tons of spiritual people who were insane, like literally insane, thought they were the next messiah, would say and do things really unusual, like just needing to be more grounded in reality, essentially. Or I've even met people who were really, really emotional, really into emotions, really into psychology, and they were so in that energy all the time that they overcomplicated life a lot. You know, they forgot that we're just animals here, you know, living, breathing, eating, the simple physical nature of life. They would forget that. This is reminding me of the types of people who are so into spirituality. You know, they identify as like a Pleiadian, I can never say that word, Pleiadian, it's not gonna happen, as someone who is not originally a human, but they are incarnated as a human. And when you over-identify with that, you kind of shut down your human nature. And I feel like that's why you never will catch me talking about things like star seeds or, I don't know, anything like that, because I feel that while yes, that could be accurate, while yes, that's fine, right now in the present moment, which is the most important thing you should be focusing on, you are a human, and that's all that matters. And here on Earth, everything is on equal playing grounds, okay? I don't care if you are a former star in the sky or dirt reincarnated as a human. You are the same as everyone else here. So this person might get a little bit ungrounded sometimes, and that can cause like either a high level of ego or just problems emotionally. kind of thinking in a way that's like my way or the highway. Even it was just funny because they consider themselves really open-minded because their ideas are so out there. But yeah, I don't know. Really interesting stuff. So if this resonates with someone in your life, this is who your reading is about. So I don't know what Spirit wants to say, so I guess we're gonna shuffle up the cards here. Okay, well, first let's ask, what is your connection to this person? Let's get some further clarity from La Tarot. So who is this person to you? What is your connection to this person? What is your connection to this person? I will also say, with the Devil card in reversed, this might be someone who you really bonded with over having interests that, let's say, that an extreme religious person would not approve of. You had interests that an extreme religious person may not approve of. So maybe you are into spirituality, like genuine spirituality, tarot, witchcraft. Maybe you listen to rock and roll and wear all black. I don't care what it is. Your connection to them was special because you're both kind of judged by the more conservative crowd. So that might be another indicator of who this is. We have the Tower card as your connection with them. Yeah, like a falling off, I'm feeling. For some reason, the Sun. Yeah, it is weird though. It's not a bad falling off. It's not like you argued or anything. It's not like it was this huge blowout. It just kind of, I feel like you just stopped talking for some reason, but none of you kind of did that on purpose. Maybe you both have ADHD or something where you just forget to talk and answer, and now some time has passed and you're like, well, I don't know how they feel about me. They haven't reached out. And I almost feel like they're thinking the same thing, like, oh, I don't know how they feel about me. They haven't reached out either. We have the Magician, all major arcana cards coming up, positive, upright. We have the Fool reversed. Okay, another major arcana now in reverse, because I said that, of course. And the Five of Wands reversed. So this is the only non-major arcana card, and this does show arguments or not seeing eye to eye. It's in reverse. I'm almost feeling like this wasn't an argument that you had out loud or a debate you had out loud. Maybe you didn't see eye to eye with them on certain subjects, and instead of pointing it out and arguing about it, you kind of just kept it to yourself. Like, say this person is like a flat earther, for example. You might think to yourself, that's a little bit too far out there for me. I don't, and that could, correlate with this energy of not being grounded. Like, yes, science is real. I don't really agree with you on that stuff. It's been proven. So, something like that. Like, there was just something about how you both think that maybe you weren't totally in agreement upon, even though the way that you think are very similar to each other. So maybe they took it like a step further than you, to the point of like you thought it was like crazy. I don't know. So grab yourself some tea, by the way. The Fool reversed, it almost feels like a false start. Like, this could have been the start of a best friendship, or even a relationship. Maybe you even did have some more sensual romantic feelings for some of you, and that was just never really explored. The Magician upright, the Sun upright, these are both really positive cards of manifestation, of happiness. You had all these ideas, is what I'm feeling. Going to flea markets together, buying gifts for each other, brunches, whatever, like having birthday parties for each other. You had all of these ideas and things you wanted to do with each other. I'm getting this feeling of like you were so excited for another divine, feminine, beautiful soul in your life, and for some reason it just kind of never took off. So who is this to you? Comment down below. We are going to put these cards away though and ask another question. What's the tea? Spirit, you've gathered us here today. What is the tea about this person? For some of you guys, I'm getting the message that you're kind of surprised that they came out in this reading. Maybe they weren't even super heavy on your mind. So you're like, okay, what does Spirit want me to know about this person? So Spirit, why are we here? What is the tea that you want group number 2 to know about this person? What's the 411? Where's that movie from? What movie is that from? Can't remember. Okay, we're just gonna randomly select face down and then flip them over. So the tea is 3 of Cups reversed. How about that? This is a card of friendships ending or feeling left out. So I almost wonder if they're missing this connection with you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Let's just see what they all are and see the story that they paint. Judgment. I kind of get the vibe that they want to come back into your life, but they're kind of afraid that you're not interested in them. The Wheel reversed, yeah. You won't accept them back into their life. The Hanged Man. And we have the King of Swords in reversed. Okay, so group number 2, here's my advice. If you were interested in continuing your friendship or relationship with this person and you kind of had a falling out with no exact reason, like you kind of just stopped talking to each other or like kind of faded away, if you still want to talk to this person, all you have to do is reach out. That's what I'm seeing here, because I feel that they were really excited about you. I feel that they really thought that there was a future here with you. The Judgment card, this is a card of like good fortune. It's a card of finally, like I'm just getting like finally I met someone really cool who I can share the way that I think with. You know, we share these hobbies, we're so similar. Maybe they were lacking on friends, or maybe you were lacking on friends, or the type of energy that you offer them, they felt like that was missing in their life. And then so when you guys kind of fell away from each other, or maybe you're still talking to this person but you don't really communicate super often, and maybe they're just more used to frequent communication. But with the King of Swords reversed, I'm seeing this is how they view you. Like they're viewing you as someone who doesn't like communicating. They're viewing you as someone who might not be interested in them. So, you know, if this is someone who is currently in your life or you had a falling out, I would recommend to up your level of communication with them if you are interested in continuing a friendship or connection with them. Because right now they seem a little bit apprehensive about your feelings, and they're just not sure. They're trying to see things from your perspective, but they're having a hard time here. And I don't know. I just think that I'm getting like a message of, well, yeah, it was too good to be true. Maybe they have had people like you in the past that they had lost for whatever reason. Then you came in and they're like, finally. And then of course you never answered them back, or you kind of like faded away and they're like, well, that's my luck. So yeah, I feel like this person wants to continue being your friend or continue being in your life. All right. So that is the tea. Why does Spirit want you to know this? Why did Spirit want to bring this up to you? Maybe for some of you, this was a coworker, and maybe you moved jobs or something like that, and maybe you haven't been really staying in touch with them. And I feel this kind of like longing to be closer to you. Like, oh man, like I was really hoping they could be like a best friend. Like we could go out shopping, have lunches, sleepovers, I don't know, whatever you like to do. They had like this idea in their head, and I almost feel like it's mutual. Maybe you wanted that as well, but you're both being shy about it. And it's like, just reach out, just hang out if that's what you want. So why did Spirit want to tell you this? Why did Spirit want you to know this? Okay. 5 cards. We have the 9 of Wands. Stop being standoffish. Stop being shy. We have the Page of Pentacles. It's okay for you to reach out. Find physical activities to do together, okay? Like, whatever you want to do as well. If you want to plant a garden, be like, hey, have you ever planted a garden before? Do you want to go plant shopping with me? And then maybe we can get some lunch. 8 of Wands reversed. This is the card of blocked communication. I feel like you're the one blocking communication here, group number 2. We have the Three of Pentacles, wanting to kind of work on projects together, help each other become better people as friends. This really feels like a strong platonic soulmate. It really does. And I'm just thinking of all these different things that you can do together. If you want to paint your bedroom, they can help you paint your bedroom. If they want to go shopping, you can go with them. Like, you know what I mean? Just little things that you're going to do anyways, but having that person there just makes it so much more memorable and fun and amazing. So we have the Tower in reverse coming out again. This person really wants you. Like, I don't know, it just feels sad, you know? Stop being shy. Start taking the initiative in this connection if you want to be this person's friend. It's not that you're going to have to take the initiative all the time. I just think sometimes you need to get over this kind of fear almost of, I don't want to say you're afraid of making friends, but I feel like you have this belief that it's hard to do that or something. Like, just be more friendly. I don't know. Reach out more. Ask them to hang out if you are ever doing anything. Even if it's out of the blue, even if you haven't talked for a while, I'm sure they would appreciate it. That's what Spirit's really saying for you, honestly. What a sweet little reading, okay? I love this for you. So let's get some advice from Spirit now, or some messages, whether it has to do with the situation or not. What is the advice? What is Spirit's messages? We have patience. I feel like this person is patient. I feel like if a lot of time has passed, they're not going to be weirded out if you reach out to them, okay? If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust every need will be met. Often change soon follows. Okay, let's see what else comes out for you. We have Counselor. Okay. I feel like you guys really had great conversations with each other. Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So if you are in, again, emotional, psychological, or you know what I just realized? Some of you guys, this person might be a therapist. They literally might be like a life coach, a therapist. Maybe you haven't seen them in a long time. And this whole reading's just saying, yeah, it's time to go back. That's funny if that is the case. But even if this is just a friend, I almost feel like you have a counseling effect on each other where you give each other really good advice and support throughout life. They're like a good support system. This advice is asking you, well, first off, they're saying that you're a good support system and the people around you are, like, you want to build a good support system. And whoever this person is, I feel like they could be that for you and they really want you to be that for them at this time. So what is the message from Spirit? Many people benefit from your guidance and your reassurance. So maybe you just need to reassure this person that you really like them and that you view them as someone special in your life. And that is all the reassurance they need to start reaching out more, to start putting in more effort. You know what I'm saying? We have new beginnings coming out. Lots of yellow in this reading. And this says, everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. I think you should reach out to this person. And I feel like there might be a new start in this friendship or in this connection that will be really beneficial to both you and this person. And I see this having the potential to grow, if you're patient, into something really deep and supportive, like support system level. I think of support system as like the 6 closest people in your life. These are the people who you call to tell them, you know, when everything happens. These are the people you call when you need something, if you need a ride, if you need someone to be there for you. These are the people you call. And I'm seeing this person entering your life again to be that support. Or maybe for some of you watching, you haven't met this person yet. Maybe the separation was, you know, just you spent a past life being their best friend and now they're coming back. So whoever this is to you, I'm really happy that you are making this comeback with them because it seems really sweet. It seems really great. So thank you for joining me. Like this video to help a gal out. Comment down below if you do know who this is. I would love to hear it, love to know that. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I also take donations and I do personal readings. Bye-bye. Okay, group number 3, welcome. We are going to see who this person is that Spirit has some tea for you on, and you're just going to have to listen to this and see whoever comes to your mind, who this resonates for in your life, and then we will dive into what that tea is and more. So the cards that come out to represent who they are is the Phoenix, okay, highly transformative, highly spiritual. This is someone who's gone through a major transformation in their life. So this could be rags to riches, this could be overcoming hardship and difficulty, depression, anxiety. This could be literally just having some big type of transformation in their life. You know, this could even represent having a huge weight loss or a huge move or something, complete and utter life transformation at some point with them. We have the stone coming out. So whoever this is, I wouldn't be surprised if they are a very predictable person in your life. They might have been in your life for a while, they're always there, or even if they're new, they are very loyal, steadfast, grounded. Like you ever hear the phrase like that person's my rock? Like you can always go to them knowing that they'll be there. They're very predictable. Now for some people this influence could be boring, or it could be like weighing them down or something, but it's actually a really good grounding type of energy to be around. We also have enlightenment with the solar plexus chakra. Every time you speak to them, you might feel like you get some really wise counsel. You get some good advice. They just kind of have a way of helping ground you. And this person, I feel like they have been through a lot in life, which is why they have so much good advice to offer. They're giving me really calm vibes. Like they rarely get into drama. They are just peaceful, they are calm, like a monk, okay? And that's kind of what allows them to enlighten and inspire others, you know? They view drama, they view the upsets of everyday living and reality to just be caring too much in a sense. They might be a very stoic person, but in a peaceful way, not in like an emotionally closed off and uncaring way, just very peaceful. So their major arcana card is the Lovers in reversed. Okay, and so I did something different for this reading, and I took the court cards out of a deck, and the court card that represents them is the Queen of Wands in reversed. So this person might be older than you, or they might be really long-standing in your life, but they're giving mature vibes with the Queen of Wands. And again, it doesn't have to be any specific gender. It could be man, could be female. This reading's kind of giving me both energies simultaneously, so it's hard for me to, you know, figure out what their energy is. They probably have a good balance between masculine and feminine energies in their life, but I feel like there's something here about fire and passion and the energy shared between you. It might have been too much, and I'm feeling that maybe they were unyielding. The word unyielding is coming up. Like, not like my way or their highway, but it feels like set in stone. These are my ways. This is what you see is what you get. That's what I'm getting from them. The Lovers card in reversed shows that it represents a relationship decision. And usually this represents the decision to end things with them because it feels like too much. I wonder if this person, I'm really confused on them. I really am, because their energy is good, but at the same time, I'm feeling, maybe you feel weighed down by this. I wonder if this is a connection where you feel bored by it, or you want to explore more in your life, in reality, like maybe you want to travel, Maybe you want to, if this is a partner, maybe you want to date other people. And it feels like it's like they're good because they're loyal, they're consistent, they're there. But at the same time, maybe you feel weighed down by this connection, whoever they may be. For some of you guys, this might not even be romantic. Like maybe you live with your parents, and while they're great and you love them, you just feel weighed down by it. You want to kind of live life a little bit more passionately, and you kind of feel like you need to get away from them. You know what I'm saying? It's like whoever this is in your life, they're really stable. They are really consistent. What you see is what you get. This is what I want. And you appreciate that about them. You love that about them, but you are like a free bird, a free soul. And so I almost feel like you're the one struggling here, group number 3, with these feelings. So maybe that's why Spirit is coming through with some messages today. I want further information. So what is your connection with this person? We are shuffling up the tarot to see. We'll just get a few quick cards to see what your connection with them is. What is the nature of your relationship to them? We have the King of Wands. Okay, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, lots of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And again, this is a mature person. They're probably very established in life. So what that means is like what you see is what you get, you know? I have this job, this is my home, this is the way I get things done, this is what I want. Everything's very upfront, very logical out there. This person is warm. It's interesting that they're coming through as a King of Wands because they almost feel like an earth sign. They almost feel like a Taurus, a Virgo, Capricorn, which is very unchanging, you know, very, I don't want to say playing it safe, but I also wouldn't say conservative, but it's more, you know, have you ever interacted with an earth sign? I love earth signs. They're very consistent, kind of more afraid to go outside of the comfort zone and change as opposed to the other 3 types of signs. So they're giving me that energy, but then they're coming through as the King of Wands. So this might be someone who maybe when you, like in theory, they would have a lot of fire energy. Like in theory, they might be well traveled. In theory, they might have a lot of experience with culture. In theory, they might have a lot of friends. They might be really charming, charismatic, but maybe their approach to life or relationships or something, it just feels a little bit more reserved, or it's so hard to describe. I wouldn't be surprised if their sun or moon sign was earth and then their rising sign was fire. Or it could be a different combination, I guess, but like it just seems like such a contradiction. Let's see what other cards come out. Who is this person to you? For some of you, I feel like this is a dad. For others of you, I feel like this is a partner. I know that's bad, but I don't know. It's either a parent or a partner. And I'm not saying that if this is a partner that they're acting like a parent, but let's see. We have the Devil coming out. Capricorn energy. We have the King of Swords in reversed coming out. There's that my way or the highway type of energy. 10 of Cups in reversed. Yeah, definitely some familial element to this, either a long-term romantic relationship or a parent figure, someone you consider on a family level of your life, or chosen family, blood relative, something. And we have the 3 of Swords. There is some contention here. There is some bad juju, some kind of, I almost feel like you feel like they're restricting you in some way. You are, okay, first off, I want to say that I'm kind of getting 2 groups of people here, which is why my words are so like, ugh. But for some of you, I feel like this person's fine and you just need to learn how to communicate what you want better and prioritize, kind of like set your own boundaries and communicate them with this person. I feel like you could work through them. But for the other group of you, I feel like this person might actually be I hate to use the word toxic, but like legitimately restricting you. So I would say pay attention if there is any red flags, and I'm not saying there is, pay attention to that. Like if they're trying to tell you how to dress, what to eat, when you can sleep, if they're checking your phone, anything like that is super toxic, whether it's from a parent, a partner, anyone. Anything that tries to limit your freedom, that is toxic. What is healthy is you having your own boundaries and decisions and communicating them effectively. So a boundary for them could be, like, say you're in a committed relationship. If you sleep around, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. But they can't tell you that you can't do that. You get what I'm saying? That was such a bad example. They can't tell you you're not allowed to do anything. That is restrictive. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn here. It feels like you want one way of living and they want the other way of living. So, and it's causing some contention and kind of like some heartbreak, I guess you could say. The Devil card upright does show up in readings to show more toxic elements, manipulation, red flags, things like that. This is feeling like you're stuck when you're not actually stuck. So this person might be, I don't know, trying to make it seem like your options are limited. For some of you, this could even be a boss. And they're like, yeah, you can't really go anywhere from here. Like, this is the best you could do in terms of work. It's just really toxic. And it's like, you actually have a lot of other options. You're not stuck in this job. You know what I'm saying? So, very, very interesting. There's definitely some issues between you and this person around the feeling of, like, I'm trapped here. I'm stuck here. You're restricting me. I feel like I need to have more independence. I feel like, you know, and it could be difficult if you're really enmeshed with this person. Say this is a partner, you have children, you live together, but you really just want to go clubbing every weekend with your friends. You know, I think you should be allowed to do that, and you should be able to communicate that effectively and compromise. Like, you know, you could say, hey, I want to go out with my friends, and, you know, maybe they might say, well, going out every weekend's too much on me. Like, I don't want to be watching the kids every single weekend when you're out partying. And then maybe you make a compromise, like, okay, I'll go out with my friends once a month. And then you can also go out with your friends once a month, whatever. But I need some time. You know, you can reach a compromise. That's the healthy way of doing things. And on one hand, I feel like half of you need to communicate better and in that way. And then on the other half of you, I feel like this person's just not working with you regardless. And so I don't know, it's hard. Half of you are the toxic person, the other half of you are victim of the toxic person. Let's move on. So Spirit, if you know who this is in your life though, then let's move on. Let's see what the tea is. Spirit, what is the tea that you wanted to tell group number 3 about this person? What is the tea? What's the tea? Okay. Just pulling a few cards out, seeing what happens. Okay. The tea is the Sun. This is a happy card. We have the Tower reversed. Okay, this is a card of unexpected endings and a breakdown in communication. All right, we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the World, endings and new beginnings. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. The theme of more independence is coming up strongly, and the Queen of Wands is coming up again. I almost feel like you guys are the Queen of Wands, and I love the Queen of Wands because I resonate with her. I have a little black cat that follows me everywhere. This is the card of the woman or the divine feminine person and energy in your life that has their own goals in life, their own business, their own hobbies. They're really passionate and fired up about life. Whatever it is that you're passionate about, don't lose that. If you love dancing, you're so passionate about it, make sure you make time regularly to dance. If you love hanging out with your friends, if you love working on a certain project, if you love protesting, if you love serving the community, if you love donating to charity, like whatever it is that you feel passionate about, don't give up on that and don't let anyone else restrict that freedom. This whole spread is showing me that you need to reclaim your individuality. You know, maybe, and I'm not necessarily saying that you need to cut whoever this person is out of your life. This reading is really giving me you vibes. Like, I'm almost feeling like I'm reading your tea. Your tea is that you need to reclaim your own independence, and maybe this person does as well. Maybe you become too codependent off of each other or enmeshed with each other, and either you need to break it off with them entirely, or you need to kind of just make more time for you, and they need to make more time for them. You know, there's this sense of like, you need to go off and do your own thing here, homie, because there are projects that I want to work on. There's alone time that I want to have. There's time alone with my friends that I want to have that I don't feel like I can have. You know, I'm just getting a lot of, I feel like you guys need alone time. I feel like you guys need to get back in touch with who you are at the core of your being. But there's this feeling of being restricted there. You need to let your soul shine through freely. Wear the clothes that you want to wear. Listen to the music that you want to listen to. Decorate your place the way that you want to decorate. I just feel like your soul needs to recharge in its own energies, and recently your energies have been so focused on adapting to all the people around you and taking care of all the people around you, and you haven't been taking enough care of you. Maybe that's this person as well. Maybe there's some mirroring going on, but whether it's this person or whether it's you, there's a definite need to reclaim independence here. The Queen of Wands reverse. We keep getting these court cards coming out in reverse. Queen of Wands came out in reverse twice, so that's something we really need to pay attention to. I haven't done this in forever, but I felt guided to actually read the Queen of Wands in reverse from my guidebook. I stopped using guidebooks for tarot many years ago, but for some reason, in your reading, having it come out twice, I felt the need to pull it out and just read to you what this means straight from like a tarot textbook, okay? You may feel controlled. Okay, first off, first few words already on point with everything we're saying. You may feel controlled when the Queen of Wands reverses due to others' pointless interference. Wow, that first sentence right off the bat was pretty on par with everything we were saying. Feeling controlled, it's like, why do you have to interfere with that? Like, why do you have to tell me how to dress? Why do you have to tell me what to do? That's not healthy, guys. That is actually a huge red flag. There is a great need for organization, but disorder rules. This may be because you or someone close has taken on too much and cannot admit it. Consider if this is a pattern, a way of avoiding being who you are due to a fear of being rejection. And that Queen of Wands was right next to the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is a fearful card. I fear being rejected, and so I hide who I am. I fear of being criticized, so I hide who I am. As a person, the reversed Queen of Wands breaks promises. She can be envious and does not want anyone around her to shine more brightly. I wonder if this is that person, if they are jealous and that's why they're kind of trying to interfere with the way that you live your life. Or this is a really confusing reading, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. There just seems to be some insecurities maybe within this person that prevents them from truly letting their soul shine the way that they want it to shine. And maybe they gave up on their dreams and their personality in order to have this energy of predictability. You know, maybe they had a dream of being like a circus clown, for example, and they said, you know what, working the regular 9 to 5 is more predictable, it's more safe, I'll go that route. Which makes sense because, as we were predicting earlier, they're giving a lot of fire energy, but also earth energy. So it's almost like, I don't know. There's like two people within them. There's this person that is passionate, excited about life, very warm, very charming, it seems. But then there's also this more conservative, stoic kind of overbearing in a sense side to them as well, and it's really confusing. So I just see this need to break free of that within them and within you. You know, don't let this person's interference, don't let their vibration get in the way of your expression and being in tune with yourself. But you know what, before I say all that, let's continue the reading. The next question is why Spirit wants you to know this, so that's a perfect segue. Spirit, why do you want group number 3 to know this? Why are we talking about this? Why are we talking about this need to get back in touch with individuality? And I truly can't tell if you need to get in touch with your individuality or if they do. Maybe it's a combination of both. Feeling controlled. Spirit, why are we talking about this with group number 3? Why are we talking about this? Why did you spill whatever the heck that tea was? I will say the Tower card in reversed and the Lovers in reverse does show a thought, and I feel like this might be your thought. You might be thinking of leaving this person. You might be thinking like, is this too much to bear? Like, should I just be on my own, be independent? That might be a thought running through your head. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups popping out. Okay, anything else? Spirit, why are we bringing this stuff to the table? And let's just pull it out. We have the Empress in reversed. The Two of Swords in reversed. You're kind of stuck on a decision. You can't decide if you should move away from this person energetically or stay and work on it. We have the Eight of Swords reversed. Again, feeling restricted. Why do you feel so restricted, group number 3? Leave it in the comment section, because literally look at this card. She's looking in the mirror and literally bound, restricted. I can't look the way I want to look. My life doesn't look the way that I want to look. I feel like this person's trying to change my life, change me to look the way that they want to look. And it doesn't mean that they're a bad person per se, but like, gosh, Queen of Swords reversed. This person is bringing out the more cynical person in you. Everyone has like a cold-hearted side, I think. And this person is starting to bring that side of you out. We have the Devil in reversed, breaking free of this manipulation, breaking free of this toxic way of relating. We have the Two of Cups reversed. Yep. Okay. I feel like you're stuck on this decision. Should I stay? Should I go? Because it just seems like, on one hand, you enjoy this person. They're very stable, I guess, predictable. But on the other hand, there is a part of you that feels like you can't just be yourself around them. You feel like you have to dull your light. And I don't know. A lot of these cards that have come out for you today predict an ending. Maybe that's just something that's heavy on your mind. But Spirit's kind of confirming, in the tea portion of this reading, they were kind of confirming that this person seems to, I don't know if it's insecurity or what, but I just keep getting this controlled, restricted type of energy. And if you have asked this person and talked about whatever it is that you need to get back in touch with your individuality, like say you want to go on a solo trip, for example, throughout Europe, and you feel like that would be a great way to reconnect with yourself, and they just shut it down, like, no, you're not doing that. You know, that's toxic. They can't tell you what to do. Anything like that, if this person's controlling, it's a no for me. I mean, you literally have these cards together. Queen of Swords reversed. This is the single person. We have the Devil reversed, breaking out of something toxic. Two of Cups reversed, breaking out of a relationship. All next to the Eight of Swords reversed, feeling really, really stuck. Next to the Two of Swords reversed. These are two of the cards in the tarot that represent feeling stuck on a decision. Like, I feel like your intuition has been telling you to leave, but it is so hard for you to leave. The Empress reversed, you're out of touch with that intuition. And I almost feel like you can feel your own magic draining away from you, like your sense of individuality, your sense of passion, your sense of magic. It drains the more you give in to this controlling influence. For some of you, again, this could be a job. Like, it just doesn't give you the freedom to live the life that you want, and you can feel the passion and the magic draining from you second by second as you stay in this connection. But then at the same time, there's this stone here, but this job pays so well, or this person, they're so consistent, they're so stable. I talk to them every single day. They're such a good support in my life. Yeah, but you feel like you can't be you around this person, and that is a problem. And it doesn't matter how well-meaning they are. It doesn't matter how much gifts they give you, however they try to tempt you into staying here. The energy I'm getting really just ain't that great, guys. It's a complicated situation, which is why it's so hard to do this reading, because I can't tell you what to do as a reader, okay? You have to listen to your own intuition here. I'm just reading into this situation, though, and Spirit just wanted to talk about it and just kind of talk about what's going on, what the tea is, so let's get some advice for you. I'm sure you might need it. Okay, so you have prioritize yourself is what I want to say. Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated, so you can ask Archangel Metatron to help you understand what needs prioritization in your life, and ask how you can prioritize yourself more, because it seems like that is really important here. We have be proud coming out. Ooh, with the peacock feathers, that's a sign of being proud of yourself. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. Yeah, this is all about tuning back in with yourself, really. And then we have creative blocks. I honestly feel like your magic, your creativity is being blocked the more you surround yourself with this influence and allow others to influence your well-being and who you are and what you do in life. If you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good, to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. So y'all got a lot to think about, a lot to talk to your spirit guides about, I am sure. So I will leave you with that. Thank you for joining me. Comment how this resonated down below. I honestly would like some answers from you. And like this video to help a gal out. Donate to the channel, subscribe, watch through the ads, get a personal reading. All that stuff helps me, helps the channel. And I will see you for the next one. Bye bye.